All right, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about what my new mock is going to be. So we're going to be going over some of the ideas and whatnot. So first of all, as you can see here, this was the video that we did the voting on. We got 40%, I believe, on Battlefield 4, 27% on PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and then the rest was Vietnam or other. So I think we're going to go with Battlefield 4. Now, when I say Battlefield 4, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be completely accurate to one of the Battlefield 4 maps. We'll get into that here in a second. However, I do want to do something modern military, not futuristic like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare type modern, but actual modern day military style urban combat. So, without further ado, let's go over what we got. So, we already decided on Battlefield 4. That was just kind of a placeholder to say something modern. So, if we're looking at the Battlefield 4 maps, we're going to be picking from the standard game, not the DLC maps down here. Main reason for that is I never had the DLC, so I'm used to these maps more. And we're going to be picking something with buildings and whatnot. We're not going to be picking something like Golmud Railway where it's pretty much open terrain or flood zone. I really want to do flood zone, but for right now, that's kind of out of my skill set as far as being a builder and whatnot. Let's see. Hyanna Resort, same thing, a little bit too open. Lansing Dam, that could be kind of cool, but not enough buildings. Actually, that might be a possibility now that I think about that. I totally forgot about that. Because you could have some buildings and whatnot. Anyways, so those are the maps that we're going to be picking from, guys. So if you guys have any recommendations after this video, if you think I should do something else, just type in Battlefield 4 maps and pick from this vanilla map pack. So first of all, Siege of Shanghai was kind of the main one that I was thinking of in my head. We have not only the main tower, but we wouldn't be doing necessarily any water. I don't feel like doing any more water because that just kind of wasted space, but just some of the buildings that are involved here. Really high sky rises, snipers on the roof, helicopters in the air. That's kind of what I want to do. And then looking at the actual map of the game, I don't know if I would do the central tower because I'll probably just end up doing some really high skyscrapers, or tall skyscrapers. We might be able to do something like this over here because this building, Objective D here, has all the glass roof, and that would be kind of cool. It has the elevator that people always fight on, so we could do something like maybe these buildings here, maybe even these here, but kind of make something up along the way. But I also want to have somewhat of a solid reference to go off of. So let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of thinking this through as I'm making this video. I don't think any of these would be too fun to build. These are curved. That would be kind of challenging. This is the parking garage. There's not too much here you can do, but there's a lot of activity. We could do some cool interiors there with the cars that are in these buildings and whatnot. So we could do something like that. We could do the sidewalks here, maybe do just a tiny bit of water down there just to break it up. Maybe do the bridge. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking right in this area would be very cool to do. Maybe do these side buildings because they're a little bit smaller and whatnot. And then we look over at Dawnbreaker. That was another thought. It's kind of almost a night map. It's very dark, but I do like the buildings and like all these little types of things like containers and whatnot. I think that's really cool, and we could do some cool things with that for sure. So right now, I'm kind of looking at either Dawnbreaker or Siege of Shanghai. But when you guys comment down below and whatnot, this is kind of what I want you to keep in mind, that it wouldn't be just Siege of Shanghai or just Dawnbreaker. It'd be kind of a mix because they're both kind of the same maps in essence. They're both modern, metropolis cities. Like this one, I believe they're both in Tokyo. Well, Shanghai, then this, I can see some writing there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. I'm going to do a poll up here in the corner up there that should be which mock do you want me to do? That'll be the question. And then there's either going to be Siege of Shanghai or Dawnbreaker. I'm curious which one do you guys like. Now, when you vote for Siege of Shanghai, I'm thinking something like these objectives right here, possibly D and E. And then Dawnbreaker, let's see if we can get a map view of Dawnbreaker here. Dawnbreaker, I'm not too sure what it would be. It might be this building back here, these two buildings right here, and maybe some terrain and whatnot. So that's kind of what you're voting for. That's not 100%, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below as far as what mock you want me to do. Make sure you take that poll up in the card section of the video. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you guys also check out me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll put links in the description. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching, and let's try to pick an awesome mock to do. So I'll see you guys next time.